Hello everybody and welcome to Deathmark. Now before we get on with the video, I need to preference a few things. So if you just want to get to the spooks and specters and ghosts and all that, skip to the time up there. But otherwise, let me preference a few things. First off, yes, I am using a guided walkthrough for this playthrough because I am a little bitch. But thankfully this guide I'm using doesn't tell me where the scares are, so I'm still gonna be fucking terrified. For your pleasure, of course. Second thing, I'm going for the good ending, because there are two different kinds of endings you can get. You can get the normal ending, in which a lot of people die, and you die, or the good ending, which apparently everyone lives and you live. So, yes, I'm not gonna deal with that bullshit. So thank you for watching. Also, if you are of a person who is of faint of heart, or older, or a little too young, you might not want to watch this because this series contains scenes of disturbingly graphic and unsettling imagery. So with all that further ado, enjoy. Hey, wanna hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. Story creeped me out earlier. Wanna hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. Heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope, just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. Then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and left like that. So he checked in on her. When he did, the only thing left was her arm. Had this really weird scar in it, so it was definitely her arm. A scar. Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was like a scar on that on Miki's leg, too. Miki, wait, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe the rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out, you're scaring me. I heard snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. Yeah, the sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. Better hurry. Starting. Isn't it? Thunder rumbles in the distance. Huge mansion is in front of me. I'm sure I was just... my vision blurs, my ears are buzzing. My head's swimming, it's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? Glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? All I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. 𝙑𝙬𝙑𝙑𝙧 Spirit Healer. Back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be 𝙑𝙬 Mansion then? 𝙑𝙬 Mansion, 𝙑𝙬𝙑𝙧. Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. Stop when I see something on my wrist. Strange scar. When did that Could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. Oh. Shit. My fist pounds on the door, no reply. A light appears in the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in and I'll apologize to the owner later. Inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent except for the constant ticking of a clock second hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? No reply to my shout. Maybe they soundproof this place so they can't hear me down here? I guess I need to go upstairs. The staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Ouch. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. Doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse? Oh, great, I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? Touch. With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down on her arm and she makes the strangest sound I heard earlier. Ah, now it makes sense. She's a doll. The doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief. If disappointing. Carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of the bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. Bet that's what's making that sound. Approach it. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. Noise is definitely coming from here. I reach toward the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. Guess it's fixed now, but that timing was a little too spot on. Was it coincidence? All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on to the room with the light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. Try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. Push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange, I definitely saw lights on in here. Wafting into the room is an odd smell. Alright, when's the lightning? I know there's gonna be lightning. It's sugary like a ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. Yep, the floor underneath my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed with the sweet smell. I know this scent, this metallic tang. Lightning flashes and I catch a glimpse of something. A startling, grotesque object stretches across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is here. Stare at it. So bizarre that I can't stop staring. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified. The hellish images burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. Next instant, the lights are on. It's not all. Body's gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream, at least I'd really much prefer it if it was one. But the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of it. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on here just as well. Decided to have another look around. The furnishing in here are old enough to be antiques and match this old-fashioned mansion. Large doll sits on the couch. Must be the figure I saw. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ballpoints. Probably belongs to the owner. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Your stomach was full of flour, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to 𝙑𝙬𝙤𝙬𝙬𝙧 Mansion. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Till this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these events. I could distance myself from it, but now a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. The master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words were elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm called Mary. Oh great, a doll called Mary. That's always relieving. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see my master, 𝙑𝙬𝙣𝙑𝙑, was unable to escape from the mark then. 𝙑𝙬𝙣𝙑𝙑, does she mean the corpse? What's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? She must be talking about this weird scar. 𝙑𝙬𝙣𝙑 invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master. But I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why can't I answer? Check to find I'm coming up blank. Then it's as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name to which to call you. It's also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. Probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Enter the protagonist's last name. Yoshiki? That's the last name? Sure. Enter the first name. Kazu. I think I'll go with my own. Flynt. Flynt Yoshiki. Flynt Yoshiki. It cannot be changed. Yes. Oh, I get an appearance. I get glasses and beard. Beard, glasses, or none. Guessing both. Yes. I'm Flynt Yoshiki. Understood, Lord Yoshiki. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. It is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I'm certain this sounds absurd to anyone who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. It didn't seem like the work of humans. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all the while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss. It can't be. That mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Yashiki, you... will die this very dawn. Well, shit. Memory skip forward a bit. Just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. Next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up to the stairs and coming here. Must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? Try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. Doesn't make sense, way out of the blue, but if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? Might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. She's still there? Of course. Find Mary sitting in the exact same spot. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord Yashiki. You feeling better now? I feel terrible. Only natural, of course. Since it appears that you've calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you only down two paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There's some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? Fight the mark? It boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up to dawn. If I don't want to die, there's no other choice but to resist the mark. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes, but am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? This is a life or death situation. I need to think about it carefully. That audio clip. Deadly choice. You will be faced with choices that can result in death. There is a limited time and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up or wrong answers will give you a game over, so be quick and also be careful in finding the right answer. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Speed up, but certain dialogue can't be sped up. Okay, fine. Backlog. Okay, thank you. Auto mode. I know. I used it. Hiding the dialogue window. Press Y. Okay, neat. Why are you so loud? I thought I fixed the settings. God damn it. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the mark? Obviously, I'm gonna struggle. Shut that music off. Shut that music off, please. I survived, yay! Please, I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Yashiki, then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm going into the settings and messing around with that. Made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. That comes from the front door. Who'd come here this late at night? What a sign of fate. It seems that other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that I know she says she things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll? I beg your pardon, Lord Yoshiki, I do not apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll such as myself welcome them. While I am able to move my arms, I'm unable to walk. Move to the front door to greet our guests. People fade to die like me. I wonder what they're like. Who I find at the door, not who I expect to see this out this late at night. A high schooler and a small boy. These kids have the mark? I doubt that. We came to see Professor Kujo? Who are you? Can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. I'm... relative. Oh, so you're your older brother. Your eyes do kind of look similar. Seems to know Sayakujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. Yeah, I've seen that bracelet before. I'm Moe Watanabe. Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk with her about this article she wrote in Oop Arts Monthly. She pulls out an occult magazine. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Kujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Mo lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I've even blanking on my friends' names. It's never happened to me before. Do you really think this scar's doing it? That article is obviously bogus. Young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. Then why are you here? But Tsukasa... weren't you hanging out in the forest of that mansion's gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no retort. He sulks silently. Looks like a bullseye. It's good they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Mo shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome. It's Spook. With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers over on the principle of death. Mary tells Mo and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss, their imminent death. Sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Does it? Because, I mean, it could just be... I mean, her mouth's not moving, so it could just be like a speaker. Both their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believe Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memory. Mo admitted as much earlier, but I can't see Tsukasa's face darken, so it must be happening to him too. Hey Mo, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be getting worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko? This name is familiar to me. He's the ghost of the resident children of this town whispered about, correct? The master was interested in him. So Sayakujo was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Yoshiki. Then I shall tell you the rumor of Hanahiko. Chapter 1. Oh, did you hear? About that ghost boy all the schools in H City are talking about. Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if You peek in a school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes... Give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. That's not all. 𝙑𝙬𝙣𝙑𝙑 hates adults, you know. I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. Not just drop dead, their blood is drained from them. Ugh. And next to the corpse is a single rose. Dripping with blood. Rumors can be easily manipulated. Passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mix in, but they all hold a hint of truth. Miss Mo, do you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀 at H Elementary. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. Why were you there? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀 was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak in than a regular school, since it's been closed down. Was he there? I don't think so. I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. Did you notice the mark? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that had to have been what Professor Cujo was talking about. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost, but there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe... Tsukasa glances at his left hand. Mine might be from 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀 too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. The ghost was seen a lot of schools in H City, right? He's remembering something. Better ask him. T Elementary? I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's the top-ranked elementary in H City. When was this? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I'd forgotten something and turned back. Did you see him? No, and I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed him here. I went into the bathroom before going home. I don't think he knows anything more. Their stories are pretty similar to the 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀 rumor. It can't be coincidence. You must investigate the place where 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀 appear, for their sake as well as yours. That's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. Seems that 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀 appeared at 2 schools. Where will you be investigating? I guess H Elementary? Yeah, that's probably wise. They'd arrest you on the spot if you tried to sneak into a regular school. The only man who can't recall his name, let alone address or job. I have no excuse if I got caught. Want to get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. Haven't given up on seeing 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀 yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going too. Not you. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I die to be because you messed something up. Pretty bold, good thing you're cute. To bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation, but the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by the spirits. I'd also ask that you not waste time dawdling with others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Selecting a partner. Do this in the partner menu. Oh yeah, hey mister, don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary's told us? Your memory's getting worse all the time. You don't want to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I'll write down all the information I get and keep it in my file. Something in it might just save our lives at some point. New info's been added to the spirit file. Rumors of Hanahiko. Spirit file, it's like info, check it in the back, consult if you need help. Saving and loading, save at the mansion or haunts, return to the title screen from the bag to load, then choose continue. Well, I'm gonna... First off, background music. Which one is... Hold on. There we go. Effects I'll turn down to 45. Atmosphere I'll turn down to 45. There we go. But right now, I think I'll leave it there. So I will see you guys next time when we finally go to H Elementary. God, this game still gives me the creeps. But I'll see you guys next time. Remember to have a good day. Bye.